AirPods have been out since 2016 and have become the most popular earbuds in the world. For good reason. They're quite frankly awesome, convenient, and probably the best wireless earbuds you can buy if you have an iPhone. Hey, how's it going? I'm Josh from 91 Tech, and I've been an owner of AirPods for over 2 years now. Since then, the second generation of AirPods have come out, as well as the AirPods Pro. Are AirPods worth buying in 2020? So, short answer, yes. Long answer, yes. AirPods are worth buying if you're an Apple user. Whether or not you go up to the Pros is really up to you, and we'll get to some differences later, but both versions of AirPods are worth buying 100%. If you're an Android user though, things do get a bit trickier. Yes, AirPods can be used with your Android phone, but it's not going to be nearly the seamless experience it will be on iOS. And for that reason, I think I'd recommend getting something else instead. This is kind of a nice situation to be in a way. There's so many other options other than AirPods, so if you're on Android, I'd recommend doing a little bit more research and finding a pair of Bluetooth earbuds that suit you. A couple to look up would be the Samsung Galaxy Buds, as well as the Sony WF-1000XM3 earbuds. I know, terrible name, but they provide similar noise cancellation to the AirPods Pro if that's something you want. If you're on iPhone, the wide variety of selection does technically apply to you, but you should probably just get AirPods. There are other options that sound better and are cheaper, but they lack the convenience AirPods provide on iOS, and so for me, they aren't worth it. AirPods just always work. It's just always problem-free. You can't say the same for most other Bluetooth earbuds. You're gonna have some connectivity problems, it might take a while to set up initially. AirPods are going to work better. Ironically, if you're on iPhone, I'd say AirPods' biggest competition for you should be other options from Apple, more specifically Beats. There are a few Beats out there that have the same tech inside as AirPods, such as these Beats X wireless earphones, which are kind of in the more classic Bluetooth earbud form factor. There's also the Powerbeats Pro, which is fully wireless like AirPods but hooks over your ear, which might make it more suitable for you if you're into running or doing something where AirPods might tend to fall out. They also have headphones as well. Beats has some options to look into if you're interested, although for me I still would prefer AirPods over pretty much all of these. Options coming from Apple are best because they have the W1 or H1 chip, which allows for insanely easy Bluetooth pairing over iCloud, meaning you pair to your iPhone and bam, your MacBook, your iPad, whatever, will be able to use them no problem. There are other benefits to Apple's hardware, but that's the biggest one that I've mentioned a million times already: ease of use. AirPods might not be the best audio, but they're the best overall choice if you're on iOS 9 times out of 10. Literally all you need to do when you first get AirPods is open them, have them close to your iPhone, and bam, this window will pop up, hit connect, and you're done. So yes, as you would expect, AirPods are absolutely worth buying. But let's talk a little bit more about the earbuds themselves, and then the differences between the regular ones and the AirPods Pro. AirPods right now on Apple's website are just called AirPods, but they're technically the second generation of AirPods. There's not much of a difference between the generations, but if you're buying AirPods now, you'll very likely be getting the second generation ones. When you buy AirPods, you have a couple ways to do so, with a regular charging case that needs to be plugged in, or a wirelessly charging case that you can just plop on a wireless charger to charge. Personally, I think the regular charging case is just fine and worth saving some money for. I think if you really need that wireless charging case, you might as well just go straight to the AirPods Pro, as it's only about $70 more and includes that as well as a whole bunch of other new features. With these AirPods, we're getting up to 5 hours of listening time on one charge and more than 24 hours of listening time in total. This is because the case will immediately start charging them whenever you plop them in there. I don't think I've ever had AirPods die on me, except for maybe once because I forgot to charge my case. Typically, I would use them for an hour or two, put them in the case, and bam, they'll be fully charged for later. I'll usually charge the case itself every few days or so, and that seems to do the trick for me. AirPods feature microphones on both buds, and they'll automatically switch which one is being used depending on which one's picking up the better sound. This is a neat feature. Another feature is when you pull an AirPod out of your ear, your music or whatever will pause automatically. This is kind of awesome, and I find it really useful, especially because the gesture controls aren't amazing. We don't have buttons on the AirPods, but instead you can tap on them for certain commands like pause, play, skip track, or open Siri. I find them to be a bit unreliable, and sometimes I'll accidentally trigger it when I'm adjusting the AirPod in my ear or something. If they work for you, that's great, and they do the job if I can't access my my phone for whatever reason, but I much prefer the way AirPods Pro do it. Basically, they look for pressure on the stems, not just a basic tap, and it makes things a lot more consistent. With AirPods, you can change these settings by going into Bluetooth and hitting the little blue eye beside your AirPods. Pretty straightforward. Actually, that's a good way to describe AirPods in general. Straightforward. They might not be the best option for you if audio quality is everything, but frankly, if audio quality is everything for you, Bluetooth probably isn't the best option anyways. But if you're like me and are half between not caring and not knowing any better anyways, AirPods are absolutely for you. I wouldn't use them for video editing, but for Spotify or Netflix or podcasts or whatever else I might listen to during my day, they're perfect. AirPods Pro do sound a bit better in terms of quality and offer a few benefits over regular AirPods. One is the fit. These are more of a typical earbud and have removable silicone earpieces so you can better fit it to your ear. Regular AirPods have the same shape as those earbuds that come with your iPhone and don't fit everybody. For me, I find them to be basically perfect, but they might not fit you the same way. If that's the case, AirPods Pro can be shaped a bit better to your preferences. We also have a shorter stem on the Pros, which makes them definitely look better in my opinion. A bit like a hairdryer, but I think I'd prefer that over what looks like Q-tips coming out of your ears. Whichever way you swing it though, you probably won't get many funny looks with these anymore. They're absolutely everywhere, especially if you live in a bigger city. With AirPods Pro, we get 3 different sound modes: normal, which is basically what you would expect with earbuds in your ears, then transparency mode and noise cancellation mode. Transparency mode is really cool. It ups the volume of everything around you so it doesn't sound like you have anything in your ears at all. I've actually forgotten I was wearing these before, it's that good. Noise cancellation on the other hand is what you would expect. It cancels out noise around you. It's pretty darn good and is especially good with lower consistent tones like an airplane engine or even your dishwasher going on in the next room. If either of these features appeal to you, AirPods Pro might be worth getting over regular AirPods. If it isn't something you think you need, then regular AirPods are still 100% worth buying. I've had these since the start of 2018 and they're still going strong. Battery life isn't spectacular anymore, but I can still get around 3 hours from them. That is something to note, these aren't going to last you forever, and if you use them a lot, you might need to get them replaced in 2 to 3 years. However, even with that in mind, I still think they're worth buying. They make your life so much more convenient when you have them that you'll wonder how you ever lived without them. If you have an Android phone, again, I'd recommend you look around a little bit, see what appeals to you. AirPods will still work, but there are other options out there. But if you have an iPhone, AirPods are absolutely the way to go. But what do you think? Do you have AirPods? Are you thinking about getting them? Are you going to get the regular ones, or are you going to spend a bit more and get the AirPods Pro? Let me know in the comments down below. If you found this video helpful or interesting, maybe hit that like button and consider subscribing for more content just like this. You can follow me over on Twitter and Instagram at 91_tech if you'd like to for some reason. Thank you so much for watching. I'm Josh from 91 Tech, and I will see you all next time.